What are the trade unions? Trade unions are the organizations of workers that aim to promoting and protecting the interest of the member or the workers, simply known as trade unions. Okay, the unions or the organizations that protect the rights of the labor. Okay, they are known as trade unions. They aim to improve wages, as we discussed it yesterday, their working condition, and job related aspects. Okay, the main purpose of that trade unions. Let's see what are the functions of the trade union. Okay, all these functions shares based on common sense. As we already said, they promote and protect the rights of the labor. Okay, so how they will protect and how they will promote, these are the function of that trade union. The first is negotiating the improvement in non wages benefits with employees. Bring some kind of improvement in your non wages factor. What was the non wages factor? Your working condition, your brand name, okay, your some kind of facilities to the employee, the respect level, okay, all these factors other than salary known as non wages factor. And what you have to do, you have to improve it. Okay, the next is defending employing rights. Of course, we already have discussion on it. Improving working condition, such as better working hours and better safety measures. Okay, like for example, maybe you have listened that they are protesting against the child labor. Why? Because in that particular age, child need to get or to learn education, they must go to the school rather than go for some kind of a labor work. The next is improving pay and other benefits. Again, supporting workers who have been unfairly dismissed or discriminated against. You have to protect your male and the females. You have to protect them from discrimination factors. Discrimination factors is a broader term. It could be on the based of ethnics, religion, the gender, could be anything. You have to protect them. Developing the skills of the member by providing the training and the educations like NGOs वगैरह. Okay. Then is providing recreational activities for the members. Do you have any idea what is the recreational things? Give them some skills with the education. Okay, give them some skills. Like if you go to some recreational schools, they will teach you that how to kapda silai karna. Okay, and plus their educations, they will work on it. Okay, this is some basic skills, and the skills with the education they give to women, and to the males they will like they will give education first, but plus they will give some extra skills as well. These institutions are known as recreational. Okay, then taking industrial action like strikes, overtime ban, etc. When employees don't satisfy their needs, they are explained later in this topic. Okay, then collective bargaining, the process of negotiating overpay and the working condition between trade union and the employee. Apart from all these factors, everything was a common sense, and these of your common sense are the function of the trade union. Got that? Okay. The next question is, when can trade unions argue for a high wage and a better working condition? When they will ask for. Number one, prices are rising. Like for example, during inflation, of course they will compel organization to increase the salary of their labor, because inflation is everywhere, everything is expensive, you have to pay them accordingly. The sales and the demand of the firm has been increased. If the firm is earning much more, then you have to pay to your employees as well. Okay, first inflation, other one when your sale is increasing. The third is workers in the other firms are getting a higher pay. If you are getting 30,000 and you are working in a particular organization and you already have an idea that same position in the other organization he or she is getting 1 lakh, then trade union will protect your right, that pay him accordingly. Got that? Then the productivity of the member has increased. When you learn some new skills, you train yourself, then, like for example, before training you were earning or your salary was 1 lakh, okay, and you learned some new skills. Now you don't deserve 1 lakh. You are not the person of 1 lakh. Now you are the person of 1 lakh, maybe 40,000, 1 lakh 50,000. Okay, so pay them accordingly. They solve industrial disputes. When the firm don't satisfy trade union wants or refuse to agree their term. Now look at this. When firms don't satisfy trade union wants or refuse to agree to their terms, the members of trade union can organize industrial disputes. Okay, like for example, the first one is overtime ban. The questions may come into your exam that what are the industrial disputes. Okay, the first one is overtime ban. Look Shariz, yesterday we discussed overtime wage. Like for example, if you have a commitment that you will work for 8 hours but you are spending and you are working for 9 hours, of course you are spending one more extra hour. The organization is, this is the organization responsibility, that organization will pay you 1 hour extra. Is that so? So overtime ban, if the organization is not going to pay you, what will happen? Overtime ban. You can't resist employees to sit extra time or to spend extra time in the organization. So workers refuse to work more than their normal hours. Got my point? The next is go slow. Workers deliberately slow down production so the firm sales and the profit go down. Strikes. Workers refuse to work and may also protest or picket outside their workplace to stop deliveries and prevent the other non-union members from entering. They don't receive any wages during this time. This will halt all the production of the firm. Got my point? The next topic is how trade union can be beneficial to the workers. Okay. First, worker benefits collecting from the bargaining power by being able to establish better terms of the labor. I don't think so. I should explain more. Is that so? The next, worker feel a sense of unity and feel represented. Got that? It will increase their morale. Lesser chance of being discriminated against and exploited. That was the simple advantages. Okay, what are the disadvantages? And what are the disadvantages? These are the disadvantages of the workers because of what? Because of union trades. Okay, union trades, how they can be beneficial for the workers. We already have discussed how they can be non-beneficial for the workers. Workers might get lesser wage or none if they go on strike. If they ask workers to go for a strike, then organization will not pay them. Common sense. Okay. Now, how trade union shares can be beneficial for the organization. The first time is saved in negotiating. They can negotiate quickly rather than you will negotiate your employees one by one. It would be hard and it would be tough. The other one, when making a changes in the work schedule and the practices, trade unions cooperation can help organize worker efficiently. Mutual respect and good relationship between unions, firms, good for the business morale and increase the productivity. Nothing new. What could be the disadvantage of the firm? The things or the decision making between the trade union and the organization may be long. Trade union may take demands that firm may not be able to meet. Trade union may ask you for something you cannot afford. And third one, business will have high cost and low output if union organize agitation. The last one is, look, what we discussed so far, we discussed trade unions, how trade unions can be beneficial for the workers and how it cannot be beneficial for the workers. Other one, how it can be beneficial for the firms and how it cannot be beneficial for the firms. Now the last thing, how it can be beneficial for the economy and how it cannot be beneficial for the economy. Okay. The beneficial of the economy, ensure that labor force in the economy is not exploited and that their interests are being represented. Is it making some sense? And disadvantages can negatively impact the total output of the economy. Okay. Firms may decide to substitute labor for the capital if they can't meet the trade union expensive demands, and unemployment may rise. Okay. So these were some discussions on the topic of the trade union, and we covered so far three major sectors: trade union regarding the sense of workers, then the firms, and then the economy. Okay. So that